How's it going, everybody? Dane Gibbs here. Today we are doing some more RWBY, World of Remnants. This one is Cross-Continental Transmit System. This one's from Volume 3. Trying to get these out of the way. I'm going to do just this one and this one for this video. This one's the 4 Maiden because this one's 7 minutes and this one's 3 minutes. So it'll be a nice little 12-minute video most likely with me talking a little bit, But, no idea what this one's going to be about. The other one's going to be about the Maidens, of course. The people I always call Guardians, because I forgot that they were called Maidens for so long. It's whatever. You guys knew what I was talking about. But, with that being said, I'm going to maximize this and hit play. No idea what this one's about. Ooh, Osbin, though.
Has seen hundreds of technological advances that have changed society. The most influential of all of them being the Cross-Continental Transmit System.
Oh, is this about the train?
Prior to the invention of the CCTS, long-range communication was extremely limited.
Oh, the
discovery
tower.
and development of radio technology allowed for communication within the boundaries of most kingdoms. But communication with other parts of the world was restricted to the physical delivery of messages.
Oh, so that's what that tower was
Form
about.
of communication that was proposed, there seemed to be the perfect obstacle.
Yeah, some
The
grim.
destructive nature of the creatures of Grimm severely limited the reliability of ground-based technologies. The concept of relay satellites orbiting around the planet was promising. Unfortunately, modern man has yet to make the technological advancements required to achieve spaceflight, as
That's
all known
unfortunate.
dust types lose their power as they begin to leave Remnants' atmosphere. Eventually, it was the people of Atlas, the world's leader in science and technology, that developed the cross-continental transmit system. It was revolutionary. Like radio, signals were sent and received wirelessly, though the content of these transmissions were not nearly as limited. Audio, video, images, and text were all capable of transmission, and eventually an entire online web of information was at mankind's fingertips.
Oh, okay.
Currently, the system is supported by 4 primary relay
Oh,
towers,
Atlas,
each
Beacon.
located within
Oh,
a
okay.
safeguarded area of the kingdoms. These towers allow for wireless communication within a kingdom through the use of devices such as scrolls. Signals become less reliable the farther a user travels from the CCT tower. And although smaller support towers do exist outside of kingdoms, they are constantly at risk of destruction by the creatures of Grimm. Shortcomings aside, for the first time in history, digital transmissions between kingdoms were possible through the use of slightly more advanced
So that's what the dragon
typically
is
found in
frozen
halls
on,
and
is one of
CCT
those.
centers. The cross-continental transmit system has and will continue to advance the progression of mankind. However, if one of the 4 towers is taken offline, the entire network fails with it. A slight inconvenience during routine maintenance, but to be honest, I find the limitation somewhat poetic.
Oh, no.
One voice is louder than the others, and no voice may be silenced without the rest. If the people of Remnant are to speak, then they shall do so together.
Okay, so that makes a lot more
Or not
sense
at all.
on why they wanted to protect the tower, why the tower cannot go down, he said. I remember that. And then also oh my god. Why they're like walking over there, because they can't phone call anymore. Okay, that all makes sense. I'm glad I actually watched that. I thought, yeah, I didn't know that it was that limited. I thought it was like more capable. Next I'm gonna jump on to Volume 3, World of Remnant, the 4 Maidens. Be nice to learn more about these. What kind of powers they have, maybe if they got any kind of powers. I know the basis of what it is. It's those 4 chicks from that storybook that walked up on the dude that gave them the powers. I understand all that. There, as much as that is what I learned.
Deep in the forests of Remnant, beside a great and mighty river, stood the small, fragile home of a cold, frail man. A lone wizard. Hidden from the dangers and distractions of the world, the wizard seldom had visitors. But on this day, as he peered out his window, his gaze fell upon a young maiden.
There's that leaf again. We keep seeing those.
Calmly she sat beneath his tree, in a state of absolute tranquility.
Yeah, frozen to
When the
death.
wizard demanded an explanation, the maiden simply replied, "My name is Winter. I am on a journey, and I am waiting for my sisters." With that, she closed her eyes and sat in silence. The wizard told himself the girl was a fool, but the longer she sat, the more he wished to share in the serenity the young maiden enjoyed. In time, he grew tired and decided to close his eyes as well, thinking on this strange predicament.
He was just staring
Upon
at her?
opening his eyes, the wizard was befuddled to find that a second maiden had appeared beneath his tree, cheerful and spry, with a basket of fruit and flowers. When he asked for an explanation, the girl simply replied, "My name is Spring. I am on a journey, and I am waiting for my sisters." To show her gratitude for his reluctant hospitality, the girl retrieved a handful of seeds from her basket and planted them in the wizard's garden.
Ooh, thank you. Tomato seeds. Just a guess. Does not look like a tomato plant.
The old hermit could hardly believe his eyes as the maiden turned what was once a mere pile of dirt and manure into a beautiful garden from which life would surely blossom. It's likely he would have gazed for hours, were it not for the unfamiliar laughter he heard from beneath his tree. A young woman with a warm smile stood beside the two maidens. The wizard begged her to introduce herself, to which she happily responded, "My name is Summer. I am on a journey, and I am waiting for my sister." Of course, thought the wizard. But another chirp of laughter left the old man perplexed. What in the world was so funny?
They're mocking you, bro?
As it turned out, it was him. The new arrival found the wizard's insistence on staying indoors so very amusing. Why
You
choose
gonna laugh
to
at
view
him?
the world through a small window when the door leading out to it was right at his side? It was a compelling argument, and after only a moment of brief hesitation, the wizard left his home and slipped outside.
They
The
jumped him
warmth
and
of the
robbed
sun
him and
brought
then...
with it a surge
No,
of
just
energy
kidding.
and life, and soon the wizard wasn't feeling much like himself anymore.
Shove me like that? How's the
He
sun
was
feel?
feeling much better.
Yeah, you got vitamin D in your system now.
As the day drew to a close, the maidens and the wizard all settled down and prepared a feast.
Wow, they are so
Winter
nice.
set the table. Spring supplied the crops. Summer prepped the meal, and the wizard was the happiest he'd been in ages.
What about
But
the...
in all the excitement, he nearly failed to notice the delicate woman that now stood beneath his tree.
autumn? Or fall? Probably autumn, right?
He smiled and beckoned her to join them, asking only for her name. "My name is Fall," she replied softly. "I am on a journey and am here to meet my sisters. Who are you?" "Me?" the wizard wondered. "Well, I am but an old hermit. I have lived in these woods alone for centuries, and I'm afraid my story is not very interesting, as I have no one to love and nothing to my name."
It's unfortunate.
The eldest sister looked up at all that surrounded them. "But sir, do you not see? You have so much."
Aww.
It was true. With their help, it was now clear to see that the wizard had everything he could ever need. He was grateful, but a question lingered in his mind. "Why me?" he asked. "Why did the four of you choose to open my eyes, to share with me your gifts? Why am I so special?"
Oh, destiny.
The four sisters looked to one another, perplexed. Finally, the eldest spoke. "I beg your pardon, sir, but we did not do these things for you because you were special.
This is just what we
What
do.
we can for everyone, because we are able." The old wizard was at a loss.
Is it their
Never in his
destiny?
years had he come across
That
such
word's been coming up
kindness.
a lot.
It was in that moment that he knew what should be done. the wizard summoned his magic, every ounce he could muster, and bestowed it upon the sisters.
Aw. See, I'm glad I'm watching these. These are actually really interesting,
He
too.
smiled. Take this gift and know now that you are able to do so much more. Now, armed with the elements, the very powers of nature, and the unimaginable magic of the wizard, the four
Fire,
maidens, winter,
life,
spring,
and
summer, and fall,
she can move leaves.
promise to carry onward with their journey, using their gifts to aid others, just as they had aided him.
So
One
Ruby's
by
kind of
one,
like
the
the fall
sisters
one,
left.
or gonna be the
Before
fall
they
one.
did, they made one final promise. They promised to return each and every year
Aw,
to visit their dear friend.
what a nice. That's really cool. That was really nice. I actually enjoyed that a lot. That story was really well done. Really fun, really cool. And I'm really glad I watched it because it gives me more insight on the stories and what's to come. Yeah, I definitely want to watch the rest of these Remnants. I know there's more. There's a lot of comments I'm going through and just watching continuously on some stuff that you guys recommended. Yeah, I just enjoy it. I mean, this is fun to me. This is interesting. I like it. I love stuff with all this different things to watch. You know, you never run out of stuff, and that's perfect. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want as much info as I can contain. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get this out to you as soon as possible. I appreciate you for watching, and yeah, thanks. Peace.